Hey, what's up everybody? We are back today with a full stealth-based no-kills walkthrough for completing Mission 2, High Overseer Campbell. In this mission, we will be picking up all the runes, blueprints, bone charms, and paintings that are available. We will not be watching all of the cutscenes. If that's something you guys are interested in, please let me know in the comments section, and I'll try to include them in future videos. So, let's jump into this, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. Man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. Then there are the real odd birds living on the fringes, like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. Don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
Alright, we'll pop out of here, sneak. And the first order of business is going to be to take out a guard that is right down here where we just pulled up. He's hanging out right here. And you can generally move behind him and just snatch him up. Go ahead, pick him up. And we're going to set him back behind here. So those guards aren't necessarily going to see you from up there as long as you're pretty careful. From here, we're going to head across and go grab our first bone charm. There may be a... Well, there is a better way to get across, but it takes longer. So what I'm going to do is jump in here and get eaten by the fish a little bit. But then get up here. Make sure we have blink equipped. And you're going to do a bit of a jump blink. And it's going to get you up here. Kind of like that. Once you get up here, come around and pick up bone charm number 1. So there are 5 bone charms to be found in this. If you're doing this in your own playthrough and you find like 3 bone charms and you feel like you're getting towards the end of the map, don't panic. You haven't missed anything. The other bone charms are just at the very end of this. So just keep that in mind. Alright, we'll head out here. Hop on the chain. Make our way down. You can absolutely just slide down this cement pillar and get down here. It's not something you have to take the chain to get down. Whatever works best for you. Alright, we're going to head over here and try not to get eaten by the rats again as we make our way across and up to the dock. Now, stay sneaking while you're doing this. I'm not sure if you can get spotted, but, or you could just fail and drop in the water anyways. I meant to do that. I meant to do that to show you that there were no fish right here, and if you wanted to swim, you could absolutely do that. That's what that was for. That was completely intentional. I'm just saying. I planned that out. Alright, we're going to pickpocket her, because why not? And then we are going to continue sneaking, and we are not going to go up here and deal with these guards that are up here. There are just too many of them, and in a no kills, don't get seen, no combat, blah, blah, blah playthrough, it's too much of a pain in the butt. So we're going to head down here and go chat up Granny Rags and deal with what she needs dealt with before we go anywhere. We are going to eat this food, though. Get our health up just a bit. And try not to get hit by anything Granny's throwing out the window. Damn it, Granny! You're littering! Granny, 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 you're a litter bug. Alright. Up in here. Once you get inside Granny's house, before you talk to her or do anything, I would highly suggest you do 2 things. First, head down this hallway, and around to the right, there is a bit of looting to do. Go ahead and do that. Pick up a few sleep darts. Those will come in handy a bit later. Head over here, grab a spirit elixir, and a bit of money. Now, once you've done that, there is a outsider shrine in this area that you're going to hit, and it's right past where Granny is standing through this door. Down here around to the left, and you're going to find your first outsider shrines. Go ahead and grab this. Now, I am going to skip the cutscenes in this walkthrough video Because in Dishonored 2, everybody wanted to see the cutscenes. In Death of the Outsider, no one wanted to see the cutscenes, so I don't know what you guys are going to want for this one. So leave me comments after the video. Let me know if you want me to leave the cutscenes in going forward, and I'll do that. But for right now, I'm going to skip them. Once you've collected all that stuff, go ahead and talk to Granny Rags.
Dear?
Are you my dear husband? No thanks, Granny. Granny's got some gentlemen callers. They're coming to, well, they're coming to rob her. That's what they're coming to do. And she wants us to take care of them for her, so we're going to do that, not because we're just nice, it's because she's going to give us a nice little birthday present, which comes in the form of a rune once we take care of them. Hey, before you deal with them, though, I would suggest you save your game. Now that we saved our game, we are going to go into our powers section, and I'm going to pick up Bend Time. Bend time, slow time, stop time, whatever you want to call it, is going to be incredibly useful for you during this type of playthrough. So getting it early just makes things go a little bit easier. Alright, we're going to grab that. We are going to equip our blink. Make sure you're sneaking. And then get up on this railing and blink down behind this guy. Grab this guy, drag him back, pick him up. And you're just going to bring him right over here and drop him in the corner. Once you set him down, wait and see what's going on between these guys, because that guy likes to turn around just like he is right now, and if you run over there real quick, he'll see you. Switch to Bend Time. Come over here. Bend Time. Switch to a Sleep Dart. Sleep him and choke him out. Did he alert? Yes. Did he alert because he saw you? No. So you didn't get spotted. No alarms got rung. You're good. Don't worry about it. Get your goods off those guys, head back inside, and let Granny know that the gentlemen callers have been dealt with. Go ahead and put our weapons away.
Granny, granny, granny.
Granny, granny, granny.
Granny, 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 you can't be...
Alright. Granny's going to thank us for being such a dear, and she's going to reward us with a rune that she had hidden in this room. How did Granny hide a rune from us like that? Could Granny have some magical powers we don't know about? Alright.
I hope
Whoa,
you like the little
Granny.
gift I got for you. It's the least I
Sneak
can
up
do
on a
for
boy like
turning
that.
those louts away.
Alright, now that she's given us that
See to
gift,
it,
she has another task
I'll
for
find
us. Granny would like us to go to Dr. Galvani's house and collect some rat guts that she wants us to use to poison the bootleg that those gentlemen callers have been making. So she wants to get her revenge on them, and we are more than happy to oblige. Once you're out on this railing, go ahead and switch to blink. Head up here, and we're going to blink up on top of this. Once you get up here, pop over, and you're going to blink up on top of this rooftop. Head across. And then you're going to blink down in here. There is a bunch of looting to be done in here. More sleep darts, your first rewire tool, some coins, whale oil, a little bit of elixir, some food, some more food. Just pick up everything you see, and once you're done, these guys are guarding a, I guess, Dishonored's equivalent of the black market vendor, but not really, but it is a vendor. And there's also a bone charm in there. So we're going to deal with them after we head over to this next balcony, and we are going to pick up some more loot. Not a ton, but it's worth coming in here. So we're going to grab the hemlock essence that I will eventually start calling bath salts at some point. I know it's going to happen. I told you in the first one. It's definitely going to happen. Once you do that, there's not much else to be gained in here. So what you need to do is pop over here. And, okay. We're going to wait for this guy to go around here because he's not typically over here peeing, and I want to show you what it's going to actually look like in your game. So we're going to pop over to these pipes. Make sure you're sneaking. And then I want you to teleport down here. Or blink down here. Whatever. You're waiting for these guys to turn around kind of like they are now. When you first see them, they're talking to the guy they have trapped in here, and they're facing the wrong direction to be dealt with. So wait for them to turn around like they are now, teleport behind them, and then choke this guy out, pick him up,
Anyone there?
and then just make your way around here near the shitter and drop him.
Let me out. Someone wants to get hurt.
Alright, now that that's happened, come around here, hit the wall, peek, make sure this guy isn't looking at you, grab him, and you can drop him over there as well. If you're worried about hiding bodies, you can always use the trash can, whatever you want. I'm just going to stick him over here with the rest of the dead bodies. I don't know if there's actually anything in the trash can. I don't think so. There's not. Alright, but we are going to let our friendly neighborhood vendor out.
I owe you, brother. I want to ask about the mask.
What's
I
up,
wouldn't
Biff?
want my
I mean,
face
Griff.
seen either pulling a stunt like that.
Go wax my car,
You
Griff.
know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business.
Alright, so Griff is going to be your vendor for this area.
Want to look at some of the things I found? Good
You don't
prices,
have to
I
wait
swear.
for him to walk off. You can just talk to him immediately. And he's going to sell a few things you may want to pick up. Specifically, these two blueprints. So we're going to grab this one. And we're going to grab this one. Now, I believe that Sokolov's formula can be picked up later in the game. But I'm just going to buy it now just to get it out of the way. And we are going to head inside, do a little bit of looting. I could have purchased more sleep darts, but I just don't need to. Depending on how... If you're making judicious use of them, you may want to pick some up, but I really don't need them at the moment, so I'm not going to bother with it. Gonna head up in here, grab our bone charm, grab this geological survey, which is worth quite a bit of coin. Don't care about that. And I think that's the extent of the loot that's up in here. I don't think either one of these bodies has loot on it. It does not. Alright, we'll drop back down, and we've kind of dealt with everything that needs to be dealt with out in this area for right now. And we're gonna head up here and go back onto this pipe. It's going to lead us over to the street where there are a bunch of guards, and you don't want to just drop... You don't want to go over top of that wall and be like, hey, what's going on, guys? You want to take a little bit more of a strategic approach, so that's what we're going to do. All right, we will blink up on top of this. We will blink over here as soon as blink comes back, and then we're going to head around here.
Let me know if you want to gamble on the hounds again.
Get up on top of the roof, and this is going to give you a fantastic vantage point to see where all the guards are. And at this point, I suggest that you save your game. Alright, now that we saved our game, we are going to sneak, jump into the wall a few times, and we're going to wait for this guard to come all the way down here and stand in front of this wall of light. Now, eventually, he stands in front of the wall of light facing it, and then he'll turn around and walk away. When he walks away, we're going to grab him. And you want to do it in conjunction with this guard not really looking at you. So he likes to cross the street and move over here. And that's what he should be doing just as soon as we move down behind this guy. Try not to teleport too close to the wall of light when you make this move. Otherwise, you may regret it. Alright, we'll grab him. Choke him out. And then we'll head around here. Now, his little friend there is going to walk all the way down to the other end. And then he will walk back and walk back across the street. It's in that move when he goes across the street that I do like to grab him. Because there is another thin guard that patrols up near this wall of light. And they're both in close proximity to each other when he's up there. So it's best to just let him come all the way back. And when you take him when the vision from the wall of light to here is obscured by this rail car. So make sure you take him right behind the rail car so nobody can see you. If you're trying to figure out where he is, don't forget you've got dark vision so you can see when he gets close enough. He'll come right back through here. He'll make a turn. Your left, his right. And as he crosses over, be prepared to just teleport right behind him or blink behind him and snatch him. So he's walking, he's walking, he's walking. And you're just going to teleport and grab him. If you grab him too soon where this is not keeping you from being seen, that thin guard right there will see you and alert. Alright, now that he's been grabbed, you're going to want to make your way up here. Put your dark vision back on. And you can see the thin guard likes to walk up near the wall of light, near the fat guard. So, he's not going to stay up in there too long because he's a little self-conscious about the fat guard staring at his ass. That's exactly what he's doing right now. And he doesn't want an incident in the bunkhouse showers later. He doesn't want to be leading that guy on. So, he doesn't stay up in there too long. He will walk back. And when he walks back, he will come over here and walk and stand here. You can take him as he faces this rail car if you want. However, not only does this guy turn around, but there's also another guard up in here that hangs out, and he can be looking at you as well. So just be aware that there is some additional movement in here that you need to take into account when you start snatching guards from here. We'll drop him here. And we'll come out here. And we're just going to grab this guy. This guy's really annoying because where he stands and where he moves to varies for me as I replay this mission. So, sometimes he will just hang out by the wall of light and not move. Other times, he will make a patrol path back here. That seems to be the least likely thing for him to do. But because he just did it, what you can do is if you're hiding bodies too close by, he can see them and alert. So you may want to start sticking bodies over around in this corner where I stuck this first guard. Right? That may be the safest option to choose. It's not the only option, obviously, but it may be the safest just based on how he moves. As I said, he may not do that in your game. He's only done that for me once or twice, so it's not that big of a deal. But keep that in mind. Uh-oh. Wall of light, not happy. Okay, now we are going to head up around here. And we are going to drop down here. And we are going to drop down here. Give me on top. There we go. And then we're going to take him out. Once he's been taken out, we're just going to set him over here inside the guard shack. I'm sure his body will get found over here, but for right now, it's not going to alert anybody. Grab our spring razor. Spring razor are very important to have just a little bit later in the game. I like to use it to deal with some dogs that we eventually run across. Or at least one dog that we will eventually run across. Alright, now that those guys have been cleaned up, we're going to head around here. If you don't feel like disabling this wall of light, you don't have to. If you do, you can. It's not going to cause you any trouble. Just set it there. And if you want to get back over to the other side, you can just blink your way back over. So that's what we're going to do. You could always walk through the wall of light you just disabled, but just to keep any nonsense from happening with the guards, it's always best to take a highly enlightened point of vantage on the streets. You can see down on everything and make sure that nobody's walking around that you missed. Alright, next stop is going to be Dr. Galvani's office. Galvani, sorry. You don't want to go in the first floor, you don't want to go in the second floor. The third floor is where you want to go in, and you can use these little HVAC units on the side of the building to get up there. Before you go up there, if you want to head up here and do a bit of looting, you can do that. There is some stuff to grab in here. However, if you disable the wall of light now, you will piss off the guards. So, my recommendation, ignore it for now. You can always come back through here and deal with this once you've dealt with the guards on the other side. Okay? So we're going to head into Galvani's offices. And we will do that by simply teleporting up on the HVAC units. So we'll hit this one. We'll go up on... Are we pro enough to get this? I don't think we are. No, we're not. Alright. We'll head up here. Let our spirit come back. Head up here. And then up onto the balcony we shall go. Oh! I made the jump. And we're going to head into Galvani's offices. As always, before you go in buildings, sneak. Just to save yourself any potential trouble. Once you get in Galvani's offices, there's a bunch of stuff to do in here, so I highly suggest that you save your game. Now that you saved your game, you may be tempted to equip your heart and look around, but you will find that there are no runes, no bone germs in here, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. There's no paintings in here, you're good to go. Just ignore all the collectibles for right now and worry about the quest. So there's a bunch of looting to be done in here. So we will loot as we see fit. Make sure you grab the lab key. There's one more key in here that you can get access to, but the lab key is the one on his desk that we'll be using in this vicinity. There's not a ton of loot exposed until you get into the secret room, which is over here. If you come over here and read this note, it will tell you about the secret room. And once you have that, you can head over here, hit the book, and it will open the door to Galvani's secret chamber of pleasure. No. It will open his secret chamber of rat viscera, so you can get some rat guts. And there's a bunch of money on the table. Crack open the cabinet. Some mana. I'm just going to call it mana. Calling it spirit makes me uncomfortable. I don't know why. It's weird. Grab a mana potion. We're going to call them potions. Oh, that'll piss everybody off. Yep, we're calling them potions. Grab a mana potion. Go ahead and eat this white rat if you have the bone charm to do that. And that's about the extent of what's in here. Head through here. Alright, so the Galvani building key is the next key to get. It's not crucial to moving around, but it is kept by a maid and a guard, I believe, that are both in the area right beneath us, so on the second floor. So we'll head out here. That's the lab key does for you. It lets you out. And if you listen in, there's a conversation going on downstairs. So while the conversation is going on, if you want, you can break out this glass, pick up these spring razors. Otherwise, you need to wait.
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
Chill out and wait for these guys to stop talking, or these
The rats get their vital
people.
essences everywhere,
It's a man and a
the
woman.
doctor said.
Vital essences? Does that mean guts?
He will eventually walk up,
So your hands
and you need to
need
watch out for
scrubbing.
that.
You're unclean.
But this conversation goes on for a little bit,
No, I told
so you just kind of have to chill and wait for the
All right, all right. What is he doing?
conversation to end.
Ambrose says he breeds rats that carry the plague.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man.
You can do the waiting
Anyone
dance,
can
that
save
helps.
this city, it's him.
This makes them
Royal
talk
physician is
faster.
going to save us.
I promise, it does. If you do this in your own game, it's like 1.5 speed, they'd start talking.
I can admire Sokolov. Royal physician or not, I hear tell he's a beast. Superstitious philanderer who spends more time with prostitutes than he does in the laboratory.
Is this what it's going to be like when we're married? It is, isn't it?
Alright, now they're breaking up. Turn on dark vision.
I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it.
And this guy should walk up the stairs. Yep, he's gonna come up here.
This whole place has gone to the hounds.
And what I want you to do is hang out right here. As soon as he gets upstairs, we're just gonna take him out. 1, 2, 3, and grab him.
Position. He says to bring a bottle, I bring a bottle. He says to bring food, I bring food.
Alright, we're gonna head in here, close that, and just set the guard's body right there. Turn dark vision back on. And we're gonna go take her out as well. You don't have to, but we're going to. Best place to take her out at is when she walks back across the room towards that candelabra. Alright, now that she is out of the way, we're going to break out this. And grab the spiritual elixir. And there is a set of guns over here you can pick up. And there is a note floating around here in Galvani's bedroom, which I think is back here. It tells you the combination to the safe. It's the same all the time. Nope, it's his journal. 28th day of the 7th month, so 287 is the code. Alright, we'll grab the pocket watch, sleep darts, and go back out here. And then punch in the code 287. Ah! That gets you into the safe. Inside, you find a couple gold bars. Always nice to find gold bars. In here, you're going to find a little bit of money. Not sure there's much else around to be had. Now that we have the rat guts, we can go back to Granny and chat her up. She's going to tell us what she wants us to do with them. She wants us to go poison the guys at the distillery. And that's what we'll do next. Now, you are right near a door to get out of here. So once you finish your looting, just go ahead and head out this door. Make sure you sneak first, just to be careful. And from here, actually, we don't have to go back to Granny. Alright, check to make sure there are no guards walking around in front of that wall of light. There are 3 of them down here on this bridge that you have to watch out for, so just be aware.
John Clavering Boulevard has been designated a restricted travel area. Any citizens are liable to search or imprisonment at the discretion of the city watch.
There shouldn't be anybody back in here walking around. Gonna head over to the distillery, sneak, and then head inside. Once you get inside, go ahead and save your game. Alright, now that we saved our game, we're going to head up through here. And we're going to blink up on top of here. And we're going to take out this trap. I'm going to do a bit of looting. Find my favorite thing in this game. Flammable bottles of liquor. However, I can't use them because it's not that kind of playthrough. Hashtag disappointed. Alright, we're going to head over here, get up on these pipes, and we're going to go right across. Up here. We're going to cross over on these pipes and eventually get into the distillery. Now, if you're looking for the master key, one of the ways to get it is you can't pickpocket off one of the guys out here. I think he's the one that has it, yeah. But you don't have to. Even though they're talking like they are, you can still port down here because you're hidden by those barrels and they won't see you. But make sure you close this door because when they break up, one of the patrol patterns for one of the guards is to walk right over in front of the door. You don't want him to see you from behind. So we're going to head in here. Keep an eye on this guy that stands right up front. I can't quite see him right now. Oh, he's all the way on the other end. So that guy will occasionally be standing up here. If he is, just make sure he's not too close to you to see you make that move right there. He does walk all the way to the other end as you see him at right now. Sometimes he's standing closer, but he does kind of patrol back and forth along that catwalk. So don't worry too much about it. Just wait for him to be a little bit further away and you should be good to make that move. That gets you the master key, which I was telling you could pickpocket. See, there he is standing real close. You don't want him to be standing right there when you make that move because he'll see you. If you need any food, there's some food there, but otherwise make your way over to the chain, grab the chain, and go all the way up. Use blink, and blink your way over onto these pipes, and then just kind of chill out here till blink comes back, and then blink up top here.
You sure he wasn't drunk?
Ugh.
He still hears it at night.
If you have problems with that, you can always blink onto these pipes. It's just because this I-beam is right there. Alright, I'm going to head over here, wait for this guy to turn around like that. We're going to drop down behind him, take him out, pick him up. Now, before you go anywhere, I want you to put dark vision on and look in this room and make sure there isn't a guard right here. Okay, that guard will walk upstairs. And you don't want him to walk upstairs and see this guy. What you want to do is catch him on the way up and just drop in behind him like a pro and snatch him up. Now that you got him, pick him up. We're going to put him upstairs too. No real reason. I just like to get the bodies out of the way. Now there is a bone charm in here to find. We're going to go ahead and end dark vision and come over here and pick up a little bit of copper wire. More food if you need it. Some bath salts. It's not bath salts. Yes, it is. It's bath salts. Damn it. All right, close this. More food if you want that. Otherwise, I'm going to head up here and get up on a... right above us is the bone charm. So what you need to do is get up on one of these barrels with blink. Like that. Okay. That was what not to do. A lot of the times in the walkthrough, I like to show you guys what not to do so you don't make mistakes in your own game. That was one of those times. That was planned, obviously. Get up on top of the barrel and then blink your way up here. Or, for some reason, from this distance, we can snatch the bone charm without getting up there. Wow, I have really long reach. Okay, I'm not going to complain about that. I mean, it's great, but it's unusual. That was planned too. I wanted to show you that I have really long arms. Alright, we're going to use the master key that we picked up to get in here. And what Granny wants us to do is to poison the bootleg. So we're going to go ahead and poison the bootleg. We're going to come over here, pick up another spring razor. Another one of these. Now, if you would like to make some elixir, you can put it in there. It's pointless. Granny's going to give us a rune, so I like getting the rune from her. If If you're wondering about consequences, I don't think there is any significant consequence from creating the not creating the elixir, from poisoning it. I don't know that to be sure, but it doesn't get you any kills. How about that? So you don't have to worry about that aspect of it. We're gonna grab this, use what we don't already have, fill back up, and then if you want to go ahead and loot this, if you're not already full, this should get you another incendiary bolt. There is nothing down here but misery. So if we check our dark vision, you'll see there are a bunch of guys through that door. Hey, just go back out the way you came. Don't even try it. It's not worth the effort. So we're going to head right back up the way we came. And before you go out the door, if you're running like me, make sure you're sneaking. Put your blink on. Close the door, and then get your blink on. Up on top of this pipe. Up on top of this pipe. You could jump up there. You know, I knew that. I knew that. Back across. Make sure you're still sneaking, for the love of God. Make sure you're still sneaking. And then port into this room. Once you port into this room, you can open this door again. Head outside. And then you can come out here. Do not just bust out this door. Remember what I said. There is a guard that can be walking right in front of this door. So, dark vision. Check his position. He's right in front of us. If you don't want to deal with him, you can. I'll show you. You can snatch him. Set him inside. If you don't want to deal with him, though, you can, from this position, just hit a blink over here. Once you get over here, you're just going to go right back up on top of the pipes, exactly the same way you came in here. All the way across. You can burn a little mana if you want in order to move a little bit quicker. I'm choosing not to do that. There is loot to be had over here if you so desire to explore. We're just not going over there. I have very little interest in getting seen. Now, with this guy being here, just get yourself up onto the pipes and you can avoid him entirely. Once you've taken out this, you don't have to worry about the hitting the tripwire and getting shot. And then you're just going to drop right down here and right back out and go see Granny Rags. Alright, there's nobody else walking around out here, so you don't have to worry about getting caught. You can run at this point. Pop up in here, up in here. You need a little bit of health. If you haven't grabbed that yet, there's still health up in here.
She wouldn't put the crackers on the right side of the tray, so we sacked her.
What'd you call me? Did you call me a cracker? Damn, Granny.
I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Now I can stroll along the waterfront in peace. And don't think I've forgotten your little gift. Go on upstairs, dear one.
I don't need a gift, Granny. I just need a kiss. Alright.
I told him.
Head upstairs. Get our next rune. Alright. That's out of the way. Once you have done that, that was a big accomplishment and kind of a waygate within the mission. So go ahead and save your game. Alright, now that we saved our game, we're going to drop down through here. Head over towards the wall of light that we have yet to disable. And on our way, we're going to head up here and grab a few bolts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nope, we're full. Alright. Always good to fill up on ammo. We're going to use those a little bit later to deal with some dogs. But since the ammo is free, why not grab it? As you top this wall, you may want to sneak and take a look to your left. Make sure there aren't any guards over here walking around. There usually aren't, but better safe than sorry. Once you've done that, Up and over, down through here. Choke him out while he's taking a pee. You can choke him out whenever you want. Just don't try to approach him when he sees you, when he's stuck against this wall, because you won't be able to choke him out. He just kind of gets stuck there and stands there and yells at you. So keep that in mind. If he's not peeing when you see him, just wait for him to get to a position where you can get behind him and then you can choke him out. From here, we're going to get up on these rocks. Get up on these rocks.
Can't even remember
These guys will fight eventually, and sometimes one of them dies, sometimes two of them die. If you want to hang out there and watch the fight, if one of them dies, I don't think it's worth dealing with them. If two of them die, in my opinion, it is worth going in there and screwing with them. This guy will walk down here a little bit, and then he should turn around and face across the street. And when he does that, you can move up in here and grab him. And then just let him drop. Go ahead and grab this rune. Once you have the rune, head over here. Pay attention to where this guy is. And we are going to blink up here if we can make the jump. Just like that. That puts us up top. From this position, we're going to go over onto the light post. Pray that we don't fall off. And then we're going to go over to this light post or the awning, depending on which one we can reach. Looks like the awning is best. From the awning, we're going to head over here and get up on top of this. Up on top of the roof. There we go. Alright, from the roof, we're going to go down to the venting. Just like that. And then as soon as we have a chance and this guard turns around, we're going to sneak right past him and head back in here. Once you get past that guy, just head into Holger Square. Once you've made it into Holger Square, I highly suggest you save your game. Alright, now that we saved our game, we're going to head in through here. If you want to get up here a little bit quicker, just go ahead and blink up behind this guy. Take him out. Drop him. And then head up here. Release the switch. Skip the cutscene. Let High Overseer Martin go. If you ran at all and you're not sneaking right now, remedy that by sneaking. Okay? Get up here. Get up here. And then blink your way up on top of this. Once you get up here, you can just jump over here and then make your way over on top of this awning. From here, you want to get a vantage point on this guard, as he will eventually make his way over here towards the rail car, stomping on a few rats along the way. Punish him for killing our rat allies. We will blink behind him and choke him out. Just make sure you're sneaking. Once you grab him, pick him up. Get up inside the rail car and just drop his body here and loot a little Tivian ore. Now that we've got that, hop out of the rail car somehow, there, and turn on dark vision, because there is a guard that you want to take out that comes around here. See him the closer we get. He should be right about here. There he is. He's gonna walk right over here, and we're gonna wait for him to kind of chill out and then turn around and walk the other direction, and when he does, we'll snatch him. So we'll hang out here for a second as he walks right through here. And you got choked out. Now, sometimes he won't walk right here. Sometimes what he'll do is, oh, hey, look, grenade. I I don't want to equip the grenade. Don't be ridiculous. Sometimes what he will do is he will walk and stand right here and look like this, and then he will turn right around and walk in this direction. This tends to be the best point to grab him at. If you're not having success with that because he did what he just did in my game, that's the other way you get him. Sure, there's no good loot in here. Little S&J health elixir. Yes, I'm going to call it that. I'm sorry. That's going to happen. I'm going to head over here. Turn on your dark vision because there is a guard in here that you're going to need to take out, and you need to know where he is if you want to take him out. Eventually, he's going to walk from over there back around here towards us and kind of stand on this side of the divider that's in that room. Eventually. What are you doing over there, homie? Do you need me to come in and get you? Nope, you don't. Nobody wants to cooperate this playthrough. Alright, so what he normally will do for me is he walks this yellow line. He comes in here, he likes to stand here for a while, look at this window so you can't quite get up in it, and then he will turn around and walk in this direction. When he does, that's when I will usually jump through the window, come in here, and just choke him out. Either way, once you get him taken care of, pop open this, there is going to be a mana potion. I told you that's what it was going to get called. In there, there are going to be some bolts up here and a spring razor. If you have not picked up a spring razor yet in the game, that's going to be your first opportunity to grab one. Now, before you just bust through this door, make sure you turn on dark vision and check out the position of any guards that may be nearby, like that guy.
Yes, of course.
We are not going to go up into this courtyard. We are going to head down through here and drop down near those pipes. Best way to do that, in my opinion, is just to use blink. That gets you past the guards. Once you're past the guards, head down through here, and we're going to slum it down in the sewers if we can get up in there. Are we really going to play that game? There we go. Certain things are so much better in Dishonored 2. Alright, now that we're in the sewers, we're going to collect a little bit of money. Try not to get peed on by one of the guards, taking a break. And make our way all the way over here. Smash out some boards. Once you get the boards smashed out, make a left. Grab some more bolts if you need them. S&J health elixir, and then we're going to climb up the chain. Up the chain, turn around, jump, sneak, and turn on dark vision one more time. Make sure nobody's around to see you. This leads you to the kennels. The kennels is where we are going to go. If you don't want to go to the kennels, feel free to take another path. You can go throughout this door. You can go out that window. Whatever works best for you, feel free to do it, but I'm going into the kennels. The kennels are fun. Shh. Alright. Now that we're in the kennels, what I want you to do is turn on dark vision, make sure you're sneaking, and whip out that handy-dandy spring razor that you just picked up. As soon as this guy gets done feeding Justice... Good boy, Justice! Good boy! Rah, 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 rah. They're going to walk away. When they do that and Justice turns around, I want you to come down here and plant a little present for Justice as you equip your sleep dart and shoot his master in the leg. Now Justice is going to come jumping over here and go, whoop, dead. Alright, now that he's dead, I want you to equip your handy-dandy pistol. And wait for Junior not to be looking directly at you. Dark vision is going to be helpful for this. Okay, puppy. Time to look away. Time to get black. Alright. puppy has been blasted. And this guard is now going to come in here. And he usually likes to pee. So if he stops to pee, which he's going to do right now, head inside, choke him out. Bring him back up in here. Now we're going to stick his body over here. We're going to grab the wolfhound. We're going to stick his body over here. We're going to grab this guy. Stick his body further over there. We're going to turn back on dark vision. And we're going to grab this body right here. Reason being is there is another guard patrolling in here. And if he walks up far enough, he will see the body and freak out. And we don't want that to happen. So what we're going to do from this point is get up on top of this cage. Get over here. Whip out our gun. And as long as we don't see the other guard, we're going to shoot this dog. Out of the way. Dark vision again. So there is another guard in here, as I said, so waiting isn't that big of a deal. If he turns around like that, just go ahead and blast him. That other guard is eventually going to come up here and try to figure out what the hell is going on. When he does, we're just going to take him out. Come on, unsuspecting guard. You know you want to walk up in here and get choked out. Mess with the best, die like the rest. Well, or get choked out, you know, one or the other. Okay, stop looking at the dead dogs. Uh-oh. You know you want to go left or right. Make a decision. Don't be indecisive. You know you want to get choked out. Come on. Get choked out. Oh, snap. It's like choking out Jabba the Hutt. Okay, once he has been choked out, I'm going to head down here. We're going to throw a few levers. 1, 2, 3. Head inside. Copper wire. I don't think there's anything in here. There was blood sausage floating around somewhere in case you need it. If you don't, drop down in here. There is going to be some stuff in here to loot. Namely, a few bullets. Since we did burn a few bullets there. If you need some little bit of mana, you can grab it there. Otherwise, there's your refill for your spring razor that you just used. After that, head down through here. Back around this corner. And before you go through here, I want you to dip in here. Grab this random nonsense. But most importantly, grab this note. Yes. And this note says, lying tongue, wandering gaze, errant mind are the strictures you need to use to figure out the code to a loot cache that is hidden behind a locked door. So lying tongue, wandering gaze, errant mind. Keep that in mind. Remind me of it later. Now we're going to head down through here. Make sure you're sleeping because there is a dog right here. Make sure you're sleeping. Is that what I said? Make sure you're sneaking because there's a dog right here. Which is sleeping. And you're just going to blast him. He was sick anyways. Poor thing. Now that he's out of the way, come down through here. And we are going to open these. Don't use this lever. Well, I already killed your friend, so it's fine. Alright. We're going to head in here, grab this lever. Carry it. Yes, you can always go through here. Attach it. Throw the switch. That is going to open this one, which is going to allow us access to these guys. coin. Alright. Strictures. Wandering Gaze, Lying Tongue, and Errant Mind. 217. It was Lying Tongue, Wandering Gaze, Errant Mind. So 217 is the code you want. We're going to take this body. And we are going to throw it right there. We're going to take this body, grab his money. We're going to throw it right in front of the door. Right here. And then we are going to dial in the code 217. 217. Unlocks the door. Then we're going to back off. Close the door behind us, let the rats feast on some dead bodies, not the live ones, and then in here you're going to find this loot cache. So we will grab sleep dart, bolts, health elixir, some more sleep darts. Depending on how many bolts you used, if you were killing dogs with bolts instead of... If you were killing dogs with bolts instead of bullets, it's a good place to refill. Grab a few coins here. Grab that guard's gun so that we get his bullet. Head over here. And make our way towards the back. Grab a few more bolts if you need them. A little bit of health. Oh shit, the rats are in here. They followed me. Damn those rats. I wasn't quick enough. There is a... there's a door right over here, so you don't have to worry about the rats too much. I was dicking around a little bit. Apologies. You don't want to get caught by the rats. Alright, now that we're in here, what I want you to do is come over here and interact with the eye. And it's going to open the Overseer's Secret Chamber of Pleasure. Overseer Campbell's pimp pad. And there is a bunch of loot in here to be had. Here's the one and only painting in this mission. We can smash out this. Grab our rune. We can grab this decor plate. If you're not full on bullets from killing off the dogs, that should get you full there. Grab a little bit of money. We could put a bra on our head. I'm not sure why, but we could do it. More sleep darts if you want them. Otherwise, head out of here. And if I am not mistaken, because I didn't watch and see what the heck number we were on, I think there's one more rune in here. Yeah, and I think that's our last rune, and then our last two bone charms will be at the end of the mission, as I said at the beginning of this mission. We are going to put dark vision on. Head around here. And before we go any further, we are going to stop in front of this door and save our game. Alright, now that we saved our game, we're going to open the door, head up through here, turn on dark vision. Don't walk directly up to this door, because there is a scenario in which this guard will come peek through the door, and that's actually what's about to happen right now. So stay completely out of the line of sight of the keyhole so he can't see you. But old peeping Tom Overseer will eventually turn around, and he's going to walk himself out here. When he does that, this guard should be on his way up the stairs, and you can go over there and get him. For the sake of expediency, you can use your blink to get behind him a little bit quicker. Just choke him out, pick him up, and take him up the stairs. Make sure you're sneaking, because there's another guard that likes to hang out right up in here. You don't want him to see you. We're going to drop this guy right over here. If you want, this is a mana potion if you need it. Otherwise, just kind of chill out here for a second. This guy will eventually walk down here and then walk down that hallway. When he does that, you can snatch him up too. Blink becomes a little bit more effective in here as well. If you want to close distance on these guys quickly. Alright, the patrol path this guy takes is also down here and right down that hallway. He sometimes likes to come right here, admire this painting, and then he'll turn around and go the other direction. Either way, keep an eye on him and take him out when it works best in your game. From here, head inside. Go ahead and close the doors behind you. Turn your dark vision back on. And you're going to take out this guard next. When he tends to come and stand right here. He's not going to come up any further. He's going to stop, and then he's going to turn around, and we're going to take him out. So don't panic and run away when he does that. There he goes. He turns around. Choke him out. Alright. Now, just for the sake of cleanliness, we're going to dump this guy outside as well. Makes me feel better about the whole situation when I know where all the bodies are. Plus, when you're the guy that knows where all the bodies are buried, they can't fire you. Just saying. Just makes good sense. Okay. Now, instead of going down here,
Did you get caught in the lockdown?
if you come over here, you can head into this little alcove. Kind of wait for these guys to break up their conversation and watch where they go. If you're not feeling comfortable with that, you can get a little closer and do it. If you don't want to do either of those and you don't want to deal with them right now at all, you can always use blink and blink up here and hang out. They will eventually split up and you can take them out. We'll hang out here for a second. As with all AI guard pathing, there are going to be a few different ways these guys react in your game, in my game, in all games. So just use your best judgment when you're trying to take these guys out. Taking that guy out gets us the interrogation room key, which we will use a little bit later to use a non-lethal approach to getting rid of the Overseer. Why is there a guard upstairs? Okay. You're getting choked out. I've seen him on the stairs. I've never seen him walk up and look at the map before. That's why I like to put the bodies over here, because he normally doesn't come over here, but I was a little concerned about that this time. Remember that comment I just made a few minutes ago about the whole guard paths work a little bit differently sometimes in everybody's game? Well, yeah. It was strange. In Dishonored 2, there was some reliability to the guard paths. Like one or two they could take, and if you could figure out both of them, you were generally good to go. Alright, we are going to now blink up here. Try to sort out where this knucklehead is. What we want to do is go into the archives, because in the archives, I believe we are going to find a quest item. And we will find a rune? Oh no, the rune is in the Overseer's office, actually. He's got it up on a wall in there. Alright, we'll choke out Slim Shady there. Walk down through here. Hang a right. One more right. Out these doors. Stash the body over here. Go back to sneaking. Close the door. So this is ultimately where you want to go. However, you can find the branding instructions in here, which is what we're going for, because this is going to allow us to take the non-lethal approach to dealing with the Overseer. When you do get in here, though, there will of course be some friends. One friend
Back
up
to the
top.
beginning. It was Martin's plot to break him out of Coldridge Prison. That's clear enough. But why Corvo? The one man fear throughout the Empire.
He's as skilled as they say. He got through there with half the watch looking for him.
He had help, yes, but how far does it go?
I don't
Betrayal
know.
goes to Martin, but
How
Martin
far
goes
does it
to
go?
Everyone.
I just randomly stand in the library and talk to myself sometimes. Me and the bums who are trying to get in and out of the cold. You know, that's how I roll. Alright. More dark vision. The movements of Corvo Atano. Alright, I think there's some money over here or something on one of these desks that's worth grabbing, and it's not just an apple. Yep, a little bit of money. And then, I'm not sure what else there is in here that is of significant value. We are going to look around just a bit, because I don't remember. This place is pretty big. We'll grab our branding instructions. Luckily, we already have the interrogation room key, since we picked that up off a guard that we took out. Books, books, and more good books. Just the books, ma'am. Just the books. Alright. Dark vision. Pop this open. And if my memory serves me correctly, we have successfully taken care of all of the guards. Grab a spring razor if you need it. Grab that. There should be money in here. Health elixir. Okay. Head through here. Unlock the door. Money in here. Yes. There was money in one of them. And the brand you're looking for is actually up here on the table. So go ahead and grab that. Sleep darts if you need them. Bolts and the brand. We're going to use some sleep darts here in just a moment, so someone remind me that there's sleep darts up there. Sneaking because there are windows here, and I don't know how loud my footsteps echo. I had a big lunch today, so it could sound like an elephant running down these halls right now. Alright, now we're going to head into the meeting chamber. Now, the young lady you met at the Hound's Pit pub asked you to save Gina Carano or somebody who is going to get poisoned by the Overseer. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll dip down through here. Drop down in here.
Bunch of children playing games.
Grab this.
Good, good. And your niece,
Grab that.
I'm very concerned about her.
She'll be found.
Grab that.
My men are searching district by district.
And we're going to come over here, and we
Ghost
will
is a resourceful one.
interact with these. We will spill the glasses.
Found a safe place to hold.
We will do that. We'll grab this. We will blink back up here. Time for drinks. And then we're going to put our spend time on. Slow time, whatever. We're going to wait for these guys to come in here.
servants must have been in here. Let me see. It seems I have the wrong one. Not that one.
Now, they do give you plenty of warning for when he's going to walk in, so just FYI.
Ah, here we are. Now if you'll join me. Men will come get you when we're finished. Keep each other entertained. Time?
Keep each
I
other
don't understand
entertained,
how this
man.
got so unpleasant.
Alright, the
Oh,
doors
I agree. A
should
whore
close on
dies
their
and
own.
suddenly
These guys
dead.
come over here.
Will
He's
you
going to
have
get
wine?
annoyed that
Since
their the drinks have been spilled.
Thank you.
And then they will eventually walk
What
out here. You can take them out in here. You can take
I
them
owe
out
you an
downstairs.
apology.
Either one works.
This
We're
is
going to go ahead and
hardly
save
the
our game before we do
hospitality I
either,
planned
though.
for you. Well, time to do this the hard way.
What was that, Campbell?
Never mind. It's a stroke of luck for you, Captain. I'm forced to break out the real vintage. Leave the men here, but we'll have to share with all of them.
Very well, Campbell. As long as we get this little dispute settled.
Alright, bend time. Switch to your crossbow and sleep dart him. Reload and sleep dart him. And bend time will expire. Drop down, close the door. Go ahead and grab the High Overseer. Head for the interrogation room. Now, there are 3 guards in the other room that he left and said we'll have to leave the men here, blah, blah, blah. They do like to come see what's going on because it's taking him a little while. Uh-oh. That was not placing him in the chair. Now we place Campbell in the chair. We will put the Heretic's brand on him. And we will move around here to the left. And go up and get those sleep darts. Remember what I said about free ammo. Not going to leave it on the table. Never leave any money on the table. Alright. Now be careful. It's likely that the guards have come a-looking. If they have, you're going to need to contend with them. Put your blink on.
I'll flush you out.
You're not going to be flushing anybody out.
I know you're somewhere around here.
This guy should eventually walk down here if we're lucky.
I'll find you, you hag.
Apparently we're not going to get that lucky. So we'll snatch him. And we'll stick him inside the archive. Those 3 have a weird patrol pattern. I don't know what to tell you about that. I generally stand up on top of the lights and see which ones I can separate and kind of go from there. Dark vision becomes very useful in dealing with them, and the reason you generally have to deal with them is because you need to get the other guy's body out and take it to a safe place. This guy's body. And the safe place you need to take it to is outside. And that is a whole nother story. So, we're going to head out here. Sometimes you have to take all 3 of those guards out. If you let... Take a pause here. If you let the High Overseer and this General walk out of the doors, and then you take those guys out, there, you can pick him up in the hallway. Otherwise, he's in that room where the interrogation room was, and those guards like to walk back in there, so it puts you in a situation where you have to take out at least 1, if not 2, sometimes all 3 of those guards in order to safely be able to abscond with this guy's body. So just keep that in mind. That was kind of the reason I let them walk out before I took them out. Just one of those things. Alright, we're going to head over here. And then we're going to lay his body down ever so gently, and we're going to have to take out a few more overseers. Now, if early on in the mission you chose to cross the courtyard and take out guards outside instead of going down in the sewers like I did, you won't have to do this task. But I'm not that smart, so I wound up trying to make this more difficult on myself because I didn't want to take out 15 guards in the courtyard. Now, 2 guards down here. You can take both of them out, but before you do, since we're real close to the end of the game, I suggest you save your game one more time. And by end of the game, I mean end of the mission. Now, once we've done this, we're going to head over here. Use our blink to blink on top of this light. And then we're going to watch where everybody goes to, because you kind of have to separate these guys when you take them out. Yes. This guy likes to walk up in here. When he does that, usually is a good time to take this guy out, but you have to be in the right position to do that. So if we get lucky, he will come here, and we will just be able to drop behind him. Like so. Snatch him. Pick him up. And come over here and drop his body. Oh, that was really dumb. Luckily, this guy doesn't walk back here. Take him out. We're just going to drop him. Now, the hard part. So, what you need to do is get back up here. The problem is, you don't have far reach yet, or even if you get far reach. So, in order to remedy that, the light post, or the signpost, tends to be a good place to try to stand if you can get up there. And from there, you can get up on top of this light. From the light, you can get on top of this light. Sometimes. And from here, you can get up on top of this ledge. I know, I just burned some. Once you're on top of the ledge, you can then come back over and retrieve the body. Grab Geoff's body. I know, shut up. And we are going to head down here onto the little HVAC unit, and then drop down to the crates. And then from the crates, we'll head over here and stash Geoff in the box. Now that Kurnow is safe, it's safe for us to exit this area. But wait, there's more. Yes, it is after this door that we will find the rest of our bone charms. So make sure you're sneaking and then exit to Samuel the Boatman. But not really. Alright, now that we're in the backyard, we get to play with dogs and guards.
Out of the way. You expect preferential treatment just because you are her brother? She will burn. All witches must burn.
Alright, we're going to grab him,
Don't let them take me.
get him out of the way, and we're just going to set him back here,
Silence your lying tongue, foul
just like
witch.
that. No idea who's going to win this battle.
To the void with you.
We're going to blink
Bertold.
up here.
Bertold. No, not
Uh-oh.
not dead.
Did Virgil lose? Yep. Virgil lost, and the other guard went somewhere. Whatever. So, sometimes Virgil doesn't lose, or if you assist him in not losing, he will tell you what the safe code is in the bunkhouse. We're not going in the bunkhouse, but that's how you get the safe code to the bunkhouse safe. We're going to head over here. We're going to get up here and make our way to the roof. Okay, from here, we're going to make our way over here. I meant to do that. Meant to do that. Totally meant to do that. That was an illustration of just how well blink works. And what not to do when you're trying to blink up on top of some sort of platform. And it was also to get us back down there so we could pick up that pouch. It was totally planned. I didn't want you guys to miss the pouch. That's what it was. Alright, now that we're over here, head down through here. On top of this. On top of this. On top of this. And over here. And then we're going to go up here. Why in God's name are you going up there, MC? Well, I'm glad you asked. Get up in here. Disarm this. Oh, are we full on incendiary bolts? That's a shame. You know what I've never tried to do? I've never tried to shoot rats with incendiary bolts. We should give that a shot. Drop down through here. Port over onto the table. Alright, you gotta be quick for this one. When I say quick, I mean real quick, because you need to open the vise and then grab the bone charm. Just like that. Because we're pro. Where are those incendiary bottles of liquor that I'm so fond of? Alright. Incendiary bolt. What are you guys doing over here? I only killed a few of them. Oh, hey, look, white rats. Consume? Sure. There's another white rat over here. Well, I can't quite get to him. Aha! Oh, come here, white rat. There you go. Consume. Alright, well, that's all the white rats. Now, the best thing to do to get out of here so that you don't get eaten by the rats, you can port over here and grab that pouch of money if you really want to. You can probably jump over there and get it. Interested in it at the moment, but we're gonna get back up on this. Oh, you can jump and grab the chain. So pro. Uh-oh. Hey. Going down when you need to go up, not pro. Alright, let's jump off. And we'll head back out the window. And make our way across. Ever so carefully. Actually, there are 2 bone charms nearby, I believe. There's this rune, there's this bone charm. Actually, sorry, there's only 1 bone charm nearby. The other one was back there. So we'll grab this rune here inside this building. The other bone charm is accessed by a wheel that we will get inside this building. So we'll drop down. We will break out some glass and hope no one notices. Waiting, waiting. Nope, okay. And we'll drop down. Watch this window because there is a guard and his dog that like to come play in the window. Grab this bottle, bring it over here to this other side, where there are no guards walking around, and smash it. When you smash it, you're going to find a key inside. If you need any bolts for refills, grab them from the dummies. There are other bolts in here you can grab, but just be aware that there are some free bolts here you can pick up. Grenade. All kinds of good stuff over here. Cabinets. Full-on spring razors. Ooh, hey, look. S&J health elixir. More bolts, some bath salts, medicinal herbs, mana, use that, copper wire. Now, why did you grab that key, MC? Because it unlocks this cabinet. Inside the cabinet, you are going to find your 3rd and final blueprint for this area. There's a note and this replacement valve. We don't want to grab the replacement valve just yet. This is great. I've seen the harnesses you've been devising in that workshop of yours. If you plan to strap explosives to my precious hounds and make living bombs out of them, you can count me out of your plan. I think strapping explosives to the hounds and sending them at people and making them explode is a great idea. That way I would just be able to shoot them once with a bolt and they would explode. Alright, now that we've dealt with that, our next objective is to deal with the many dogs that are in this area. So we are going to peek out the keyhole, see who's around, guards, dogs, etc., etc. Put on dark vision, and before you go outside, because this really can get tricky, I would highly suggest you save your game. Alright, now that we saved our game, we're going to turn on dark vision, make sure there's not a guard right outside this door. We don't have to look through the keyhole to know that. There is a single guard that patrols out. Speaking of the devil, there he is. So he's going to walk up through here, and if you can just be a little bit patient, you can grab him. Just wait for him to walk right about here, and then drop down. Snatch him. Grab him, and quickly take him back up in here. Reason being, there is a guard with a dog that walks right through here, and there's a guard with a dog that walks right through here. The best way to deal with the dogs from here on out is to do so from the top of this building. So we're going to get up on here, turn on dark vision, see where our friendly dog and guard guys are at. Here comes one right now. Wait for him to come up here and then shoot him in the leg, shoot him in the chest, whatever. Just don't shoot him in the head because his mask, for whatever reason, protects him, even though it's only a face mask. It's not a helmet. But we will shoot him. When he goes to sleep, we'll shoot his dog. His dog's going to run in this room and think, someone was in this room shooting my master. No, they weren't. But you could think that. Alright, we're going to wait for him to come back outside, and when he does, we're going to cap him with some crossbow bolts. Because there's about 8 million of them in that other room, so why use those instead of bullets? Plus, they're quieter. Alright, puppy. Come back this way. Before the next set of guys with dogs come this way. There's the guy with the dog. He's walking down here. And we'll just go ahead and sleep him too. You gotta take your opportunities where you can get them. Once again, the dog believes we are truly inside this room sniping people. He doesn't know about the elevated position that is best used for sniping. Once he comes back out, we will shoot him again, and then we will go pick up some bodies and hide them, because guys, I think there is one more set of guard-dog pair walking around here. I just don't know where it's at. Oh, stop that. Hopefully that didn't alert this guard over here. We're going to pretend that it didn't. Turn on dark vision. And go clean up some bodies. Oh shit, it did. Okay. Oh, nice. He's gonna walk away. Oh, I was worried he was gonna come up here. I told you there was another set of them. You didn't believe me, but there was. I want to be able to carry 2 bodies at once. That's what I want. That would make me most happy. Alright, we'll throw him in here. We'll pick up Justice's little cousin. Just Ass. Whatever. Toss him in here. Checking for guards and dogs. Grab this body. Head up through here, eventually. And drop it there. Head down here. Grab this dog. The thing I'm worried about is that there is a guard and a dog that for some reason path up there at the top of that corner of the building. I haven't seen them yet, but I know they're there. I saw them when we came in. And I don't want to get seen by them. I think that was everybody, wasn't it? Did we kill a dog over here? I don't think we did. No, we're good. Alright. We're gonna go see if we can spy this next set of guard/dog. Oh, you're not gonna let me up there, are you? You bastard. Okay, we'll get up here. Yes, I could blink up there. Shh. Don't ruin my fun. Alright. I don't know where they are, but I will find them before we try to go down here and attach the lever, because better I find them than them find me. Okay, so they're gonna walk over here. As they do that, we will take this guy out. Walking, walking, walking. Hopefully I can shoot him in the leg. I shot him in the head. Seriously, I shot that dog in the head. Alright, dog's out of the way. Now we're gonna head over here and go get some refills. I am not leaving this mission without picking up some bolts and a few sleep darts. Once again, keep an eye on the top of the key here. You don't want to get surprised by that guard-dog combo. Alright, we'll head inside. There were bolts here. There were sleep darts here. No, in the cabinet. 2. Well, you know. Hey, better to get a few of them than get none. Alright, once we have those, we'll go back in here, grab some more bolts. Go back in here, make sure we're full on bolts. Yes, we are. Then we will crouch and grab our storage door valve. Now keep in mind, the reason you really want to take all the guards out is because when you're operating the storage door valve, it does not operate in a very intelligent manner. What do I mean by that? Well, you kind of have to turn the lever and then run for it. Yeah. So what you wind up having to do is be pretty quick about it, and if you're in the position where you're dodging guards and doing all kinds of other nonsense at the same time, it can become a little bit problematic. So it's best to just have all the guards out of the way so you can just focus on dealing with... That's that safe I was telling you about. If you have all the guards out of the way, you can just focus on opening the door and getting in there. Once it gets completely open, you gotta run. That'll get you inside. Grab a little bit of money. Grab your 5th and final bone charm. I don't think there's anything else to be had in here. Yeah, I think that's about it. So if you want to look around one more time, if you've been paying attention, you've noticed that we've picked them all up, but if you want to check again, feel free. Otherwise, go ahead and smash out the boards on this window, pop out here, and make a leap of faith. It is a little bit cold for a swim, but hey.
It's Samuel. I'm here.
What's up, Samuel?
From the way I hear it, Campbell lived a pretty posh life.
Not anymore.
Maybe it's not my place to say, but men of the faith shouldn't live like barons.
Judge not.
You ready to go?
Yes, take me back to Hound Pit's Pub.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, so what do we got rocking here? 7 runes, 5 bone charms, 1 outsider shrine, 1 Sokolov painting. We didn't kill anyone, and we were never detected, and no alarms got rung. We did do a few special actions, helping out Granny Rags, rescuing Griff, the not quite, but somewhat like a black market vendor. We branded Campbell, and we did save Captain Kernow, like the gal outside the Hound Pit's Pub asked us to do. So that's going to wrap us up for this one. Questions, comments, or concerns, share them with me in the comments section below. But if you got anything out of the video, I sure would appreciate a like on the video or a sub on the channel. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.